Good day to one and all. My name is Thomas Tsikai. I'm an industrial organizational psychologist and also the managing consultant at Oxon Consulting Group, OCG, which is an all-round industrial psychology consulting firm operating in South Africa and the wider parts of Africa. We aim at understanding the value of the human being, basically in the work context. So we are looking at team compositions because each and every team is made up of human beings. Each and every organization is made up of human beings. In as much as the world is embracing the fourth industrial revolution, in as much as the world is gravitating towards a more technology-based industry, there is also need for human interactions, human input, because each and every innovative process is derived from a human being. So, the ever-moving hands of change need to be best understood from a psychological viewpoint. How best can we reach that understanding, especially psychologically, is through the deconstruction of human processes. How do we perceive change? How do our minds or how do our thought patterns get to embrace the change that we experience on a day-to-day basis? I am particularly focusing on change at this present moment, given the current circumstances, given this current environment, wherein the COVID-19 pandemic has brought forth enormous change that we never anticipated. But look at us now. We are adopting, we are moving. But in as much as we have adopted, as much as we are moving, are we in our best possible form? That is the fundamental question. Are we in our best possible form? Or rather, we have just taken a reactionary stance wherein we are just moving and sailing with the wind. For one thing, I know that for as much as we are on a reactionary position, we are not going to be as the best versions of ourselves. This is where we try to engage psychology in eliminating the anxieties that this change has brought forth, especially within the organizational context. How best do we ensure that we are psychologically well to perform at our optimum levels of functioning? For us to produce the best, for us to be the best, we need to be holistically well. This is something beyond the physiological well-being of a human being. It is so unfortunate that in this day and age, we only think that physiological well-being is the only key facet of human functioning. There are other facets that ought to be considered. The emotional well-being of a human being is equally important. Just think of it. You have just lost a loved one, and your manager decides to give you a task that needs maximum concentration. Are you going to be able to put in your best energies towards whichever task that you'll be given at that particular point? It is going to be a mammoth task. It is actually going to be nearly impossible to complete that task because you are not in the psychological state to produce. So this is what I'm saying. Are we in the psychological state to be the best versions of ourselves, to bring the best to whichever organizations that we are affiliated with? Are we in the best possible state wherein we can be as innovative and we can move towards, or we can gravitate towards future fit organizations, futuristic organizations? Are we in the right psychological state? Are organizations embracing the need or the importance thereof of emotional well-being, of psychological well-being? Or rather, we're just pushing people to jump and expecting them to land. In as much as an individual reports to work on a day-to-day basis, that does not guarantee you or anyone that that person is performing at their optimum best. People can report to work on a day-to-day basis, but spend hours on Facebook, spend hours on social media, spend hours doing other things that are besides what they are supposed to be doing at that particular point. Because intrinsically, within, they are not motivated. Motivation comes from within. How best are we aligning the inner energies in people around us, in people within our organizations, towards the greater purpose of the organization? So definitely we need to understand the importance, and we need to get into the cracks of the importance of psychology, especially within the occupational context. So allow me, as an industrial psychologist also practicing in South Africa, and I've got an established management consulting and industrial psychology consulting firm here in South Africa, to document these constructs in the best possible way, and to align the wider society with the realities in the world of work, the impact thereof of certain constructs, and how best we can mitigate the impact. This is going to be a very beautiful journey. So definitely, please click like and subscribe, and also follow my videos on www.thomastsikai.co.za. Thank you so much.